Welcome to Mountain Fun Life. I'm your host, Chris Roberts. I'm here today with my guest host,
Savannah.
No! What happened to Savannah?
I'm Jeremy from Wears Valley Social Mountain Chick Cafe in Wears
right.
Valley.
Yeah, we've talked to Jeremy last week on the phone. You've been here a couple other times.
Yeah.
So you guys were on vacation last week when we talked.
Yeah, we were. As a matter of fact, we were doing our road, thing. It's like the popular social media thing to have like a camera on you while you're driving. So Leslie was camera woman, and we were heading back from Isle of Palms in South Carolina, where we had a blast.
Yeah. We're all just using cameras now to do this. Even the celebrities are doing that. Like you watch Jimmy Fallon, you watch all those other shows. I mean, we're all kind of the same now.
The playing field's been leveled.
Yes,
you used to need like millions of dollars to even be heard.
You could never even be on TV like that.
No.
But now, do it whatever you want. Yeah.
Yep, and looking at the TikTok videos that my kids watch, some of those people have audiences that are larger than even the late night hosts
I know. We have a TikTok right now that's at 5.2 million.
Wow.
Yeah, and we have another one that was at 5 million.
Was it from the Gravity Park?
Yeah, from Outdoor Gravity Park.
What was happening in the video that we should bring that next week?
We did running the balls there. We did we had Brett Kirchhire from I forget what. Oh, he's a comedian, but we had him. Travel Channel was there, and we did running the ball. So we ran. 2 teams ran in front of the balls down the zigzag track, and we had somebody, and he rode in the ball, and they ran us over.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we raced down to see who won. Yeah, so it was tons of fun.
You should bring that to this show. That would be really
we
cool.
put that on TikTok, and it's done really well.
Awesome.
And then we had another video there where we did a rollover with people at the park. You can lay down, and the ball rolls you over.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, so that one did really well.
I have a few people I'd like to roll over.
TikTok's pretty amazing, to be honest with you. I watch it with my kids too.
Yeah, hope it sticks around. It doesn't get banned.
No, I think it's here now. I think.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be hard to get rid of it.
Yeah, it is. It's massive. It's like a Facebook almost.
Yeah, I wish I could go on vacation. It was a long summer here in our town.
A long summer.
We've been busier than ever. I mean, I know no one wants to hear that, but we've been busier than ever here. And even now, you look at the traffic out there today. This is September. It's supposed to be one of our slow
We're supposed to be slow.
I know.
We up at the cafe last weekend. I mean, we only staffed 2 people, and they were calling. We have this button on the iPad. And they hit it if they ever get in trouble, if there are too many people. And they were hitting it and mashing it and slamming it, like, help! Because people are just coming from everywhere. I think the Smokies are one of the only places that's really pretty much open.
Yep, it is open though. I mean, you walk around, even now that I think about it, like as I'm doing, walking around in the community, we are very open here, so it seems pretty safe.
And we're keeping our distance from each other because we have space here.
Yep. We did just extend the mask thing for another month, which I guess is good. That seems to be working.
Yeah.
Makes everybody happy.
I mean, if you think about the number of people that crush into Sevier County and then go home, bringing with them whatever it is they brought
60,000, sometimes 60,000 a day.
A day.
Yeah,
and so, and the fact that, I mean, yes, COVID is a thing all over the world, but we're not all melting down here.
We seem to manage it.
Yeah, so maybe masks are helping with that.
Well, let's see. So today looks like it's going to be the Gatlinburg episode because we're going to go over some hiking trails, which we've not done yet. And I think we got a lot of good advice here. We have Tammy Bolt from the Gatlinburg Chamber of Commerce. She's going to help us out here. She knows. Turns out she knows a ton of information about all these, so more than me.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring her on to talk about all those. So let's see. What are we going to do? We got coming up in, there's a lot of fall festivals. Today is actually the Harvest Moon.
Today? Last night's moon was pretty awesome. I don't know what that was called, but it was a great moon last night.
We looked it up. So today is actually the Harvest Moon. At 5 o'clock today, I believe, is the Harvest Moon.
5 o'clock? That's too early. We need to push that back into the dark.
I also questioned that. But I guess the real full moon is tonight.
Okay.
It was super bright. Like it looked like the lights were on outside.
So is there a place in the area that's the best place to see a moonrise once things get darker? Is there like a place? Because every once in a while you catch that moon and it is enormous.
I tried to video it last night because it was so bright and it was as it was rising too. It was rising quick.
But it's so annoying when you use your phone to video a moon or something like that. It doesn't.
No.
It's no scale. So
it looked
like, yeah, dude, that's the moon. But you're like, but it's so big.
Yeah, I deleted it. I thought, oh, this is gonna be awesome video. And then like 30 minutes later, I went and watched it, and I was like, that is so boring.
They need to create a moon mode, a moon capture mode for phones.
Yeah. So today's the Harvest Moon, and then I think the Robert Tino Festival starts this weekend also in Sevierville.
And in just 2 weeks in Wears Valley, because I'm representing my valley.
Yes.
The Wears Valley Fall Fest kicks off, I believe, on that Wednesday, running through the weekend.
Awesome.
So
yeah, a lot of good festivals, which is going to be nice.
And I'm glad they're not getting canceled. That's so great.
Yeah, weather's cooler here, so we're like in the 70s now, which is nice.
It's my favorite weather. It's I call it shorts and jacket weather.
Yeah, it is.
You get best of both worlds.
Yes, I go jeans and t-shirt.
perfect.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
That's all right. Well, I guess we're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to go over a lot of the hikes. We're going to talk to Tammy about a lot of the activities going on in Gatlinburg this year.
And then, share your favorite hikes, too. If you've got a favorite hike, go ahead and load it up in the comments now.
Let us see it. So we'll be back. See you guys in a minute.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best. The best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
Right the board.
Just finished the show of Possibilities. Amazing.
Oh my gosh, definitely check it out.
Great show. Definitely a 5-star rating.
We're looking forward to an amazing year, and we cannot wait to see you at the show.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. You know what I miss
What do you miss?
from COVID? I am a movie freak.
Are
And when
you?
all the movie theaters closed down, that was the worst.
It was the worst. Well, we have here 2 free movie passes
What a segue.
to the Pigeon Forge movie theater. So all you have to do is comment. We'll pick a winner at the end of the show.
At the Forge, they have a really nice setup in there, too.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
They have all the new movies, too.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And
Yeah.
the prices are actually really reasonable compared to other theaters, so
Yeah,
really
so
love it.
there you go. Comment, win 2 free tickets to the Pigeon Forge movie theater. Okay, well, here we go. We have here Tammy Bolt with us.
Good morning, guys.
Hi, Tammy. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for having me here.
Good. I learned earlier you have a ton of information, so I changed the whole show. Now we're going to do most of it with you. Yeah, so,
Welcome to the Tammy Show.
Yes, so here we go. So here we have all the hikes here of the Smoky Mountains. So I've got some facts here we'll all talk about.
Okay.
There are 141 moderate trails to hike.
141 moderate trails.
Yeah, so I guess that means not the big boys, but you know, like little tiny hikes.
Challenging for me, but
Yeah, you could pretty much
you would
handle it.
probably run up them. So.
Yeah, they range from 0.8 to 32.7 miles.
Isn't it like, it's like 600 and something miles of trails or something total
It
around
is
here?
a lot,
There's
yes.
900 miles.
900.
900
Yes.
miles, yeah.
Because I see you sometimes see people with that little badge or like a sticker that says I'm a part of the 900 mile club or whatever it is, 999, and it means that they've hit all those trails.
Oh my gosh.
And the weird part about some of those trails is that you actually have to take a hike to get to the hike. It's easy to knock the ones out on the edge, that's no problem. But sometimes you have to take a 10-mile hike to get into this trail to then hike it. So it's ridiculous.
I'm so happy you brought this up because there's actually someone who has hiked every single trail in the Smoky Mountains. Her name is Sarah Kennedy. She lives here in East Tennessee, and she has hiked and mapped means, I guess, I've learned that she has actually stepped on every single trail. So the entire Smoky Mountain trails on a standard map. So she has, anything that you see on a standard Smoky Mountains map, she has hiked. Sarah Kennedy.
So have you done a lot of hiking since you've been here?
No, not really. No, I have little kids, so we do like Laurel Falls, the easy ones.
Yeah.
So, but I'd love to do some of the big ones.
Laurel Falls is the most overused
Yes.
trail I've ever seen in my
It
life.
is.
And it's not even, it's not that the fall's not great, it's beautiful. But
Yeah.
the parking, first of all, you got to park all the way up down the road.
It's a mess.
Strollers going over potholes, and
Yes,
it's a mess.
It is
over
on my
there.
list. I have your list of top 4 baby-friendly trails, and Laurel Falls is on there. So we'll do
it's
the rest.
paved all the way to the top. So
Yeah, it is paved all the way top.
Is
so
it
you
really
know,
a baby-friendly trail? Like,
Yeah.
seriously. Like,
Well, there's only 4 apparently.
Yeah,
So,
okay, got it.
so we'll get to those. So I'll see some other facts here. The elevations are 1,100 feet to 6,646 feet.
is that LeConte? Is the 6,600 LeConte?
And LeConte is 6,625 feet. Wow. Yeah. So, and that's above sea level, which I thought was interesting.
I've never done LeConte.
Yeah.
I've had it in my head that I was going to go one day and go do LeConte, and we even entered the lottery thing where you can
Yep.
get chosen to stay there. And it got to be most of the time when we canceled because I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't imagine that hike. It looks really brutal, and plus we got like mid-March, so it's still
the
winter
waiting
up there.
list. The waiting list to stay up at LeConte at the top of LeConte is like a year or two.
Yeah, it's
So
insane.
They
You've
do
got
a
to
lot
really-
every year to
Yeah.
stay at the lodge overnight. That one is definitely not kid-friendly, but it's doable.
Yeah, no, I have a couple of buddies that go and do that. So, the most famous hiking trail in the Great Smoky Mountains is the Appalachian Trail, also known as the
AT.
That's right, 71 miles here in the Smoky
So,
Mountains.
yeah, and it starts. I think my goal. I do want to hike the AT one day. Hopefully before I get too old to do it. But Springer Mountain in Georgia to here is about a 3-week adventure for someone of my capability.
To walk?
To walk, yeah. And so I was thinking I would do it from there to home, and then from home to somewhere in Virginia or Maryland. There's no way I can ever with businesses that you can take the 6 months that it takes to make that hike.
I have a couple of buddies here in town that have hiked the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are
I
they
think one
independently
guy,
wealthy
I think
buddies? Because
Drew Sims, I think is his name. I think he hiked it twice.
wow.
Yeah. So
Most
yeah,
people
it's
hike
pretty
it
awesome.
south to north, but
Yeah.
every once in a while you get a north to south hike.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, huh?
There's a local girl named Gretchen. She's doing it right now.
Is
Oh,
she?
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Awesome.
So how long do you think that takes?
It's about 6 months.
6 months.
6 months. Boy, imagine if you got a blister, like 2 weeks in, you get
so
a blister.
foot care on the AT on those long
Yeah.
hikes. Foot care is number one. You take care of your feet first,
Yeah.
and then everything else.
Yeah, that's crazy. The highest point anywhere on the trail is 6,625 feet, and that's Klingman's Dome. So let's go here. I have a little map here, and I'll show you guys where. There we go. So Klingsman Dome is T5, so it's right here, T5.
Yeah.
And then we are, here's Wares Valley over here,
Yeah.
and then Pigeon Forge, this is where we're at up here.
So I'm thinking one of my favorite hikes is actually the Rich Mountain Trail loop,
Yep.
which is in Cades Cove. As soon as you get into Cades Cove, you
Yep.
hang a immediate right. Like you can even park in the big Cades Cove parking lot and not even use the road.
Yep.
Just walk. You'll be on that trail in 2 minutes.
Here's
It
Cades
is
Cove.
brutal.
Down there.
It is a brutal hike for people like me. It's all uphill. The first half is completely 100% up. But the views of Townsend, is particularly in late fall once the leaves have started to come off, Townsend looks like a little toy village. Tiny. Laurel Valley in Townsend where the golf course is. It's just beautiful, absolutely stunning. If you ever get a chance to hit that trail, I highly recommend Rich Mountain Trail. It's
Yeah.
about 11 miles all the way
Really?
around. Yeah.
And we'll point out a few of the other ones here on the map. So in T5, that was Klingman's Dome. And then T8 was Laurel Falls. That was the one we were talking about. Where's T8 at? Oh, I think it's right there.
It's hidden in the seam of our.
Hidden in the seam of our thing, but
They
you
can
can
see
see
it.
it there. There's T8, that's Laurel Falls. And then Cades Cove was way down here.
Thomas Rimmer said on Facebook, he said his favorite trail is the Chimney Tops. I haven't done that yet. That looks brutal. It looks like a tough one.
Chimney Tops is,
It's way down towards North Carolina.
is it way down there?
Yeah. It's like halfway to North Carolina. Oh, T2 maybe.
I don't see it.
It's actually on the way to
Is it?
Cleveland's Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the way to Clinton. Okay.
Tammy, what's your favorite hike? Just like on a random day, I think I'll take a hike. What's your go-to hike?
Well, there's so many choices, especially right there in Gatlinburg, because we've got the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail, which runs right out of Gatlinburg downtown, and we have Rainbow Falls off of that loop, and it's absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, we've got Greenbrier, and as we were talking about a little earlier, Ramsey's Cascades is off the Greenbrier Trail, and that is one of those high.
Do you know what Ramsey Cascades has a lot of is liars. So
Liars?
liars. Because when you're going up and you're starting to pass people coming down, you say, "Is it much farther?" And they all say, "No, you're almost there."
You're almost
They
there.
are liars.
Because
You're never there until you're there.
Yeah.
And the last bit of Ramsey Cascades, it goes from hiking to climbing. Like you're having to go up. Each step is like, and
sounds
you're
like
already
that's
exhausted by the time. Well, I am. So
Yeah, that was the only trail that's ever made me cry.
really,
It was so
Take
tough doing
lunch.
it, but totally worth the payoff. The payoff
oh,
is
the
amazing.
payoff, the
It
volume
was
of water.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's like bass, like a really
Wow, that's
deep
great.
bass system, like in a car, but like water doing that. Like it's just whoa all the time. It's really beautiful.
Wow,
up
that's
there.
awesome.
But that's what's so great about visiting the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. There's so many different trails of all different levels.
Yeah.
So whether you've got a little dog with you,
Yes.
we've got a couple trails you can take a dog with you. and
Two.
of course, like we
Yep.
mentioned-
She means
I
a
have
couple.
here, I do have written here dog-friendly trails. There are two hikes that are dog-friendly: the Gatlinburg Trail and the Okanala Tufty River Trail. Is that how you say
I think
that?
you did it exactly right.
I practiced it earlier,
Close
and
enough.
that felt close enough to me, honestly.
You know, some of the places that are the kind of the unsung places to hike are actually the ones that say Quiet Walkway.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of those.
These little hidden treasures.
There's little hidden treasures,
Yep.
and I did one, like, if you're coming into Sugarlands, coming down the mountain from Wares Valley into Sugarlands on that park road there's a quiet walkway off to the left. I went and explored it, went up to the top, and there was a really old cemetery up there.
Wow, that's cool.
Right in the middle of the park, and with these like gravestones. And there are actually some family members that I guess can still be buried there because their family's there. So there was some recent ones like the 90s and 2000s, but it's right in the middle of the national park, but it doesn't have any signs to it. You just sort of open up the trees, and there it is, and you feel like you discovered something.
That's probably one of those 141 moderate trails.
Yeah, it might
they
be.
say it has.
I mean,
Yeah.
they don't have
That's-
names, but
yeah.
they're really cool.
I bet you that's what that is.
Pull over
When
at
they
the
say
quiet
that.
walkways. They're never strenuous, really, and
Yeah, there's never any cars
you'll
there.
discover something.
Well, and one of the things I always tell our first-time visitors, especially, if you're not sure, there's lots of information online, but you can also always stop into the Sugarlands Visitor Center.
Mm-hmm.
They have wonderful resources, and the rangers can tell you the current condition of the trails and what to expect, and they can advise you if you've never taken on a trail, because a lot
Yeah.
of first-timers don't underestimate the challenge sometimes.
Oh, some of those
So-
trails are really hard.
Yeah.
Like, I've hiked a couple of those, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Who
Yes.
else is doing this?
I usually do okay the day up. I'm huffing and puffing, but it's the next day after those hikes where you don't realize it's actually the coming back down the mountain
Yeah.
that beats you up more than going up, and you just use muscles you're not used to. So for a few days after, I have to plan to move very
Yeah.
slowly and like rubber legs.
A few years ago, I did take my dog on one of these hikes, and it was not one of the two listed here. I'll be honest. So turns out I was breaking the law. I did read why they don't want to take dogs. It's because they bark and they disturb all of the. That was really just about the barking. It had nothing else to do but the barking.
Really?
That's what they said. I thought it was strange too. I thought like it'd attract bears or something. But
Yeah, because I was
they
thinking
said-
people would let them off leash and then they would get tangled up with a bear or cause
Yeah.
behaviors by animals
they were
that
more concerned about
aren't-
them barking.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too. At least that's what that website said. So.
And we're getting
Yeah,
some.
you read on the internet.
There's
It must be true.
Potentially, so there's some new trails that are coming that are actually mountain bike trails. There aren't a lot of mountain bike
No,
trails
I'd love
in
for them to do that.
the Smokies. There aren't a ton of them. But in Wares Valley, where the Foothills Parkway ends, it was supposed to keep on going all the way to Gatlinburg.
Yep.
They have the land. They bought it 80 years ago, by the way, for $100 an acre when they did it. They pretty much stole it.
Goodbye.
But the government has this land that goes all the way through, and there's been a lot of public forums, and it's looking like they're going to try to connect in some way towards Gatlinburg mountain bike trail that would connect
Oh.
Wares Valley and Gatlinburg directly. And it would be a brutal trail, especially in the past, but it's looking really cool. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
I'm
if-
surprised we don't have more mountain bike trails.
Yeah.
You know, we've had Climeworks in Gatlinburg. They do a great
just
job.
outside
They have some
Gatlinburg.
pretty awesome trails there.
Yes, they do.
Matthew
the
Bolt
wooden
said that, wow, that Tammy Bolt sure is beautiful.
Do we know that, Matthew? We
That would
must.
be my
Somebody must
husband
know
of
that,
26.
His
Matthew.
profile picture has you in it. So. Congratulations,
Thank you, honey.
Matthew. And Thomas, one of his
Yeah.
favorite trails, Midnight Hole Falls. Have you ever heard of that?
Midnight Hole. I believe he's talking about over in Big Creek.
Okay.
It's just on the other side, outside of Gatlinburg and more towards North Carolina.
I feel like one of the survival things that people don't think about on these longer hikes is toilet paper.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like it is miserable when you get halfway through one and you realize, gotta go. So that's my hiking tip is to bring toilet paper with you
Yeah,
if you're
that's a
going
good
more
tip.
than a mile.
Yeah. More than a mile. That is pretty
Dude, a
good.
mile's a long way when you gotta go, man.
More than a mile. So, all right. Well, let's get on to your website here. You got a beautiful new website at the Gatlinburg Chamber of Commerce. Let's go here.
Yes, we do.
There we go. Can you put that up there, Hannah?
Yes, Gatlinburg.com.
Yep. So there's a really cool feature where you can use the scroll.
Yes, it's a new state-of-the-art
Yep, look.
interactive
So it
website.
scrolls
wow.
through. There we go. Outdoor activities.
That's
Outdoor
fancy.
activities,
It's pretty
'cause
awesome,
Of
isn't
course,
it?
everybody wants to be outside. And it's
Bicycling,
beautiful
zip
Smoky Mountain
lining.
weather.
Yep. Look at that. It's beautiful pictures there.
Keep going.
Yes. Keep going.
Keep going.
There we go. As we go through the Smokies, there we
And of
go.
course, as we talked about, Great Smoky Mountains National Park is in
Yeah.
our backyard. We are the gateway. And so we've got wonderful resources right there on
Yeah.
Gatlinburg.com for those interested in
There we
hiking
go. That's
and
a
learning
beautiful
more
picture.
about the area. And of course,
There's the Sky Bridge.
all the crazy
I
cool
think it's
things to
time.
do.
I mean, this was the right time for a new website for Gatlinburg because it is in a rebirth right now.
Yes, Gatlinburg is
mean,
definitely. I agree with that.
We were in a funk for a little while after those fires, but
Right.
now what's happened is from those ashes has risen amazing new attractions in Gatlinburg.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've had so many exciting new things happening in Gatlinburg. I mean, ever since Old Red opened up, and then we've got Anakista and the Sky Bridge, and so
Yep.
many it just keeps evolving and growing and becoming.
Whenever I
such
have
a
family come
great
in, we always go
destination.
to Gatlinburg.
It's just nice. I mean, I like old things. I really do. I can respect like antique things or historic buildings.
Right.
But when you have, for a while there, and it's not just Gatlinburg, the whole strip
Yes.
started to be like a lot of things that were really old and had looked the same way for a long time.
Yeah, I agree.
And now the real estate is starting to get redeveloped again, and investment money is coming in.
Yes.
Right.
And we had a record year this year in tourism despite COVID.
Despite
So that's going to help
Yep.
attract more investment dollars.
I love building new because you can't. It just looks amazing. It increases the property value, increases all of our business value.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Right, and we have a unique situation. I mean, that because we just celebrated our 75th anniversary of Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
So it kind of got skipped over because of COVID. But what a significant
That's a long
milestone
time. Yeah, that's
in the
awesome.
Gatlinburg history. And we do have businesses that actually were established before
Yeah.
the city of Gatlinburg existed. So we do have this beautiful blend of old heritage and the stories of the mountains and the crafters and things like that. And then you fast forward all the way to the brand new state-of-the-art roller coasters that are being, and the mountain coasters with Rowdy Bear. And we have so many cool things, just a beautiful blend of both.
We did one of our when we did the Where's Chris segment. One of my pictures was Hillbilly Golf.
Oh, yeah.
And Hillbilly Golf, 47 years Hillbilly Golf has been there.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yes.
pretty amazing. So when you start thinking about 75 years of Gatlinburg,
Right.
Well,
And that's
Ripley's
75
has been-
years of families coming together, and this
Yeah.
was their escape. I mean, I take it for granted that I live here, and right just outside of Gatlinburg in Wares Valley, and I take it for granted sometimes. But then I follow there's one Facebook group, I think it's just called Gatlinburg. It's the big one. It's got tens of thousands of people. Is that you guys, or is that?
No.
It's
it's
but
private.
but you see people, and they start to talk to the page about coming. I'm coming to see you soon. Like
Yes,
like it's talking to the
absolutely.
city, and they're
Yeah.
so excited, and families just love being here, and they make these memories
Yeah.
here.
I've seen when I see the most picture I see the most is people coming off the interstate and the sign that says Gatlinburg, Sevierville, and Pigeon Forge. That green sign on the
Yeah.
interstate. I see people snapping the pictures of that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's just taking it. It's easy to take it for granted when you're here all the time, but the wonderment in people's eyes, and the fact that we have such a blend between fun and excitement and the great outdoors
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
beauty.
Let's
and
quickly go
majesty.
through your website a little bit
Okay,
so people
sorry.
can figure. No, you're all good, dude. All good. So over here we got some things to do. Click on the things to do. Kids activity, outdoor activities. Then we got some nightlife, entertainment, Old Red. Yeah, places to stay, shopping, restaurants.
Right.
Yep.
Gatlinburg.com is the #1 resource
Yep.
for anyone trying to plan a visit to come here. Everything from your lodging to your attractions, your dining, all kinds of. Even if you're the big thing this year, of course, has been the destination weddings.
Yeah.
So we've got some wedding resources on there as well. So
We had a discussion do you think we are the wedding capital of the world now?
I'm pretty sure we
we're
were.
trying.
We had been actually.
Yeah, we had.
The
We talked
Smokies
about
Pretty
it
event.
before.
close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
I bet you we've taken over Las Vegas.
Oh,
That feels
yeah.
like it,
Maybe.
you
I
know.
mean, the cabin weddings. And
At least in
small
lasting
apartments
weddings.
Yeah.
Weddings that go on and on.
Yeah.
So it's been an exciting year.
Yeah, no, it has been a good year. I mean, for us here in town, it's been a good year, I guess. So we're all pretty thankful for that. And there we go. We got the Great Smoky Mountains. So if you want to learn about some wildlife, some nature,
Hiking
the trails,
trails.
of Roaring Fork Motor Trail. You said that was one of your favorites, didn't you?
Yes, absolutely. It's a great little driving trail with little pull-offs that you can see mountain vistas, and then also you can get out and walk and hike and
Yeah.
discover all kinds of cool things right there in Gatlinburg.
Lori just asked on Facebook, which trail do you all recommend for beginners?
Well, like I said, go to Sugarlands Visitor Center and check the local conditions. But there off Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail, there are several. But beginners, a lot of people do start at Laurel Falls. Klingman's Dome is another one.
Yeah, you can drive
that you
a
can
decent
drive
amount of the distance to
there.
Klingman's Dome.
Yeah.
Oh, and you
So-
were asking earlier about full moon. Go to
Oh, that would
drive
be
up there. Of
amazing.
course, it'll be dark when you're coming
Yeah.
back down the mountain. But
That
keep
moon
in
was
mind.
so bright,
But it's
like-
absolutely beautiful up there to watch the sky and whether we're having
Can
a
you be
meteor
up there
shower.
at night?
I believe so.
Yeah, it'd be awesome view.
To answer for Lori, I think Meigs Mountain Trail is a little bit brutal at the beginning. It's just a little bit uphill for about the first 10 minutes, and then it's absolutely beautiful. It's a great beginner trail. It's pretty much flat all the way to the junction with with that heads over to Tremont. You cross creeks and stuff. It's really fun. It's not super challenging. That's my beginner
They're all
trail.
pretty good, to be honest with you.
Elkmont is another really cool place. It's
Yep.
really flat, and it's just a creekside walk. It's really beautiful.
Elkmont, actually.
Yeah, that
that's
sounds
even
good,
better.
actually, for a beginner. That sounds awesome. I see here my wife has commented that Drew Sims, that's our buddy here in town who has done the AT, I think twice. He's
cool.
done that, yeah, which is pretty
Very
awesome.
cool.
So he spent a year of his life hiking, at least. I think he got a lot. Well, here we go. We've got last chance. Go ahead and comment.
Make a comment. Go to the
Win
movies.
2 tickets to the movies. So, well, I think we'll take a quick commercial break, then we'll come back with Tammy and we'll sum it all up.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best. The best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
Right at the door.
Welcome back to Mountain Fun Live.
Congratulations, Barry.
Yes, Barry Hall, you are the winner.
Barry Hall, you've got 2 tickets to the Forge Cinemas. It's
2 tickets.
And in the Forge area there, they also have a really cool new zip line coaster thing that runs through there and a lumberjack feud. So it's a really cool, cool spot to be. So enjoy your movie, Barry. We'll see you in 1 week.
Yeah, when you come into town, come on over here to Mountain Fun Life. We'll give you guys your 2 tickets. So, well, let's go back to Tammy, and we'll go back. We've got a lot of events here in Gatlinburg. We'll cruise through those as we learn.
Yes, there's always something good going on in Gatlinburg.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff.
Always. So, of course, go back to Gatlinburg.com and
Yep.
check out the events, and you can see a full list of everything that's happening coming up. And actually, we just had a brand new event this year. We started the Gatlinburger Week, and it was amazing. We had 16 of our local restaurants create a one-of-a-kind, unique off-menu burger. They sold them for $7, and everybody kind of pitched in, and we all did burger tasting. And I am proud to announce today the Gatlin Burger Meister went to Smith & Son Corner Kitchen.
Awesome.
Yes, they're right
Congratulations.
downtown Gatlinburg. They're fantastic. Their burger was the Italian job. It was amazing.
Really? That's good.
And the runner-up was Split Rail Eats. And they are this really cool little, smaller little deli-style restaurant out in the Glades in the Arts and Crafts Loop. Fantastic. And they did an amazing job
Might
on
go
their
there for lunch.
burger.
That
I
sounds
think
really
I've
good.
seen them. In fact, I think my parents and I have eaten at that Split Rail eats before. Because we go out to they like the
fantastic.
that's
They're
what they like, the
fantastic.
art district.
But yeah, there's so much coming up around the corner there.
Yeah, this is our time of the
course.
year. This is really Gatlinburg's time of the year.
Yeah, like Barry, he's coming next week, I think you guys said. Oh my gosh.
And this is where
What
the
a great
events
time to be here.
section of the website really comes in handy to keep up with this stuff.
Yes, of course. Of course, we've got Oktoberfest happening, and that is at the iconic Ober Gatlinburg. It's the entire month, every day.
I've been there a
They've
few
got
times.
Bavarian-style food and Oompa bands, and they've got all kinds of entertainment going on. And of course, once you get up there, there's amazing things to do, like the climbing walls and putt-putt, and they've got their own little mountain coaster up there. Lots of cool things going on up there.
Tubing.
So tubing,
Yeah,
it's tubing.
super popular tubing.
Summer tubing and winter tubing
Winter
is coming
tubing,
soon. And then, of course, there are ski destination, but not quite there yet. The other major thing that's happening, have you guys been to Anakista yet?
Yes.
I have not had a chance to go yet, but
Yes.
everyone I've talked to loves it.
Oh my goodness, it is absolutely an experience. You have to go up there. It's so unique and beautiful. They've got this little village up there, and they've just expanded it, and they've added Black Bear Village, and it's filled with all kinds of restaurants and craft beer and this beautiful
I'm listening.
destination.
Oh, it's not beautiful. In fact, I
Craft beer.
did one of my Where's Chris's was a picture of Willow, the figure from
Yes.
Anakista.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
did a bunch of Anakista facts a few weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Well, all through the month of-
Oh, it's beautiful up there.
Yeah.
They've done a great job.
And they're doing autumn at Anakista,
Yeah, great
so
job.
they've got
I think all the
haunted rail-
restaurants are open now too. I think
Yes.
I just saw that all the restaurants are open
The
because we were up there a
restaurants
few
are
weeks
open.
ago.
Yes.
One of the best things, they have a little splash pad that
Yeah.
up there, and I have a little 2-year-old boy, and he thought that was the greatest thing in the world.
Can you tell he's excited about this?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He is so excited about
It
it.
was.
He's,
It's a
that's
lot of
awesome.
fun. It was a lot of fun.
Anakista, and of course Anavista Tower and
Yeah.
all of that's going on through the month of through the fall. They are doing the haunted Rail Runner Mountain coaster. They're doing nighttime dueling zip lining, very cool, and movies. They're doing nighttime movies.
Is a dueling zip
family-
line where you race someone to the bottom? Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
At nighttime, so you wear a hat with a little.
I think I'd do
lamp
well
on
'cause
it
I'm
and you go-
heavier.
It'd be so cool.
It is gravity related.
Yeah.
So,
I think I would have better momentum than you on that one. I could beat you at that.
Yes, and of course they are actually bringing in an award-winning pumpkin carver from Nashville named Lundy Cup, and he is going to be on Anakista up there doing art. He's making
that's
these
great.
beautiful pumpkins. He's going to be there October 10th, 17th, and the 24th. So check out Anakista's website for more details on that. The other major thing that's happening in Gatlinburg is the 45th anniversary of the Gatlinburg Craftsman's Fair.
Yep.
As we talked about earlier, we've got these...
At the convention center there in Gatlinburg.
Yes, it is at the convention center October
I go
8th
there
through
with
the
my parents
25th.
also,
So definitely check that out. And then Skylift Park. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's another one of those iconic
The
destinations.
Sky Bridge, right? That's the
Yes.
extension to
Yeah.
the Sky Bridge.
I still haven't had the guts to do
Yeah.
it.
Now there are two major announcements. Number one, they are now dog friendly.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
We can add that to
So
my
you can
list
take
here.
You
Yeah,
can take
add
the
them right
puppy
here.
to the top.
There's now 3 places.
Yeah. So, and they have they're opening the Sky Trail, which is a walking trail that they've just expanded
I've
up
seen
at
some
the
pictures
top.
of that. It looks nice.
Yep, and to celebrate that, October 10th and 11th, that's the grand opening, they are actually bringing in the Rucksack Circus, and they're going to be doing tightrope walking.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. It's gonna be amazing.
Across like where the bridge is at?
Yeah.
Type whipping?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It's gonna be
What
amazing.
day is that?
That's amazing.
That is October 10th and 11th.
I'm going to write
So
that down.
Check out
Yeah,
those
that's either going to be
details.
awesome or tragic.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Yes.
go see that.
I don't know.
Yeah, circle that
So we're
one.
really excited about that. And then, of course, Ripley's in the fall,
Yep.
they bring out the Ripley's Fright Nights. So every Friday and Saturday, October 2nd through the 31st, they do their annual special Fright Night show, Grimsby and Streeper. So they're back from the dead. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
to
tons
tie
of stuff
in-
happening, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah. Anakista, Skybridge, they're both 2 great places, and brand new. One of the, both of them. Well,
Yes.
Skybridge since the fire.
Just an
they're brand
example
new.
of
Yeah.
all the investment
Yeah.
that is coming into our area. Thank you for letting me be here.
Yeah,
today.
no worries.
This
You
was
did a great
awesome.
job. I had a great time with you
Thanks,
guys.
man.
Tammy, thank you for joining us. I
Thank
guess
you.
we'll say that's enough for the Gatlinburg edition of the Mountain of Fun Life. So.
Oh, you're coming back next month, right?
Yes, I will be here.
Oh, yeah, we'll have all kinds of new information
here
when we come
again.
back next month. So,
right.
well, for Chris Roberts and
Jeremy Adams.
Jeremy Adams, thanks for watching. We'll check you guys out next Thursday, 10 a.m.
Bye.